Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing another movie review. I've been loving doing these since I started 2021. I've been trying to do more movie reviews as I've been doing my first time watching movies, and for the month of March I was doing creature features, so I've did two first time watches. I did the Critters, and then I did the Blob, which should already be up on my channel before this review. This will be my last video for March in this theme of creature feature. And the reason I did creature feature this month was because it was St. Patrick's Day, and leprechaun is kind of like a creature, I guess. I don't know. Since I wanted to do a leprechaun review, I felt like it would fit into this type of theme. So anyways, I'm going to be doing a review of the movie Jeepers Creepers today in this video. So if you are interested in a channel that talks about movies, horror movies, does movie reviews, and first time watches, this is definitely the place for you. Or if you're interested in makeup, just so happen to be interested also in makeup, I also do makeup videos on my channel, makeup reviews, rankings, and tag videos. So hopefully you will find either of those two topics interesting, or you clicked on this video for some reason. And if you want to stick around, definitely just keep on watching this video. If you find it interesting, I will link some other videos from my channel down below. And if you want, you can subscribe and like this video. I would really appreciate it. Stick around and join the family. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the review. All right, let's get into the basic facts here. Jeepers Creepers is a movie that was released in 2001. It is obviously a horror movie, very much, like I said, it's got this creature in it, which was where the Jeeper Creeper name comes from. It was quite unique for its time. I think when it came out in 2001, it was quite a unique concept. Not necessarily completely brand new, but definitely something that was not really done before. And I think the concept of the creature or the creeper that's in the movie is quite fresh, actually. If you look on many different sites or reviews, you'll see that this one is liked by a lot of people, but also not. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 46% rating, and which is not necessarily bad or good. Ratings don't necessarily mean everything from critics, but I think overall this movie is generally liked by people that have seen it. It has the main characters in this movie are Trish and Derry, which are a brother and sister pair. They're college students. They're going home from college or something like that, traveling on this very long road, like a road trip. Very much relatable to me, being from Missouri, now living in Georgia. Those long road trips on the road, going back home or coming back to Georgia. And so that was quite a relatable part for me. But anyways, they're on this road. It's quite secluded, or not a lot of, civilization around, and so they end up running into some trouble when they discover underneath this abandoned church that there is a lair, basically a storage area of all of these bodies and parts, and just extremely strange and weird. And they run into the creeper, basically. So Trish and Derry are played by Gina Phillips and Justin Long, respectively, and the creeper, or the creature in this movie, which is played by Jonathan Breck, I hope I'm saying that right, is very scary. It's like it has wings and comes out every so many years, and of course it eats people or takes their body parts. So anyways, that's basically the whole premise of the movie, the background stuff about it. The director is Victor Salva, which there's kind of a sordid kind of thing with this movie because of the director, which I didn't even know about until like maybe a year or two ago, that he had committed some very heinous crimes. You can go look it up. I'm not going to go into it. I'm going to try to separate the director from the movie here. It's not a great thing, and a lot of people have kind of disassociated from this movie or won't even talk about it or like it anymore, which, not to say that the movie's not good because of what the director did, but it does put a sort of view on the movie now because of what the director did. So that is something that to consider as well. You can definitely go look at that up for yourself. I'm still going to enjoy the movie, but definitely I would not support the director, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a way like if he would ever to come out with anything else. Do you know what I'm saying? Definitely no. But yeah, the director is Victor Salva. Unfortunately, it's kind of a damper on this movie. But anyways, let's get into my likes for this movie and also some things that might be kind of negative as well. All right, so for positives for this movie, I would have to say that this movie is overall very good atmosphere. I think that, like I said, it was quite unique for 2001, and I think the atmosphere of the movie is very well done. Definitely gives you like a secluded, hopeless type of feel because the characters don't have really a whole lot of support. They're pretty much traveling by themselves on this road, and they do meet up with people eventually, but it's very much a great atmosphere. It's very creepy. It's very scary. It's very much like, how are they going to get out of the situation? So I think the atmosphere is really pretty good. Another thing I really like about this movie is the antagonist. Obviously, the creature, like I said, it was quite unique, and I think also it's something kind of fresh brought into the horror genre because it wasn't something that was being done a whole lot with like this kind of a creature that does what this creature does. I mean, this creature comes back every certain amount of years. It takes parts from people that it wants to regenerate within itself and absorbs it or eats it into its own body. Very weird, crazy concept. Pretty gross as well. It flies. It has a great design as well. So I think the antagonist of this story was awesome, of course. And the plot is also quite scary about that this creature sniffs out or finds or hunts down people that it wants to take something from. Very terrifying because if you get chosen, basically it's going to hunt you until it gets what it wants from you, which is a frightening concept. I think the location was pretty well thought out with as far as like how they shot it, the areas, the underground place under the church where the bodies were kept, the creeper's lair, the gas or the diner scenes and the police station. I think it was all pretty great location, and that also added to the nice atmosphere, which I mentioned earlier. Pretty good kills and death scenes in this. There were some pretty brutal ones as well, and very much has those kind of slasher elements in it as well. Kind of a mixture of genres with this one. It kind of switches tone a little bit towards the end, which could be a mixed element, but I think that overall the death scenes and the kills that we get in here are pretty awesome. I mean, there's even one where someone gets their whole head taken off. It's pretty good. And there's some creepy parts to this as well, like the scene with the cat lady. That part always just really creeped me out, as well as the ending. Sorry if you haven't seen the ending or seen this movie. Spoiler. I think the ending is very, very good, actually. I really like for me, the ending was good. I don't know if it's a positive for everyone, but I like the ending because it's, again, a little bit pessimistic. It's quite negative, actually. It's not like a happy ending. Bad guy kind of wins, which doesn't happen a lot in horror movies, but for this case, I think it was done very well, and it's very creepy, and I like a creepy ending sometimes. It just works for this one. Very much gives you a chill at the end of the movie. So for me, that's a positive. And overall, I think the characters are pretty nice in this one as well. Although there is going to be a negative that goes along with the characters. So I'm going to get to that now. So my things I disliked about this movie, or kind of were like negatives, or brought the movie down for me a bit. One, okay, I did like the brother-sister pairing. We don't see that a lot, at least we do in horror movies, but I like that they had like a brother and sister as the main characters. We don't see that a whole lot. And I do like the psychic in the movie as well. I think she did pretty well. Not the most exciting character, but she did her part well. The thing though that is negative coming from the characters in this movie, the two main characters, protagonists, is that they make a lot of stupid decisions in this movie. Like really, really dumb. I know it's a horror movie. I know it's not real, but they really do some stupid stuff in this movie. Like things that like I don't think any other human being with logic would do. Like literally going down into a tunnel that you know nothing about, that you thought you just saw somebody throw a body into. Why would you want to go check that out? Standing and staring at the creeper while he's killing somebody. No running, just standing and staring for 5 minutes, what seems like 5 minutes. Just not the best decisions made by the characters, I think, overall. Personally, that's what I think. Just a lot of dumb decisions. Another negative, which this is not a fault necessarily on the movie, but unfortunately the director does kind of spoil this. I'm just going to say it. It is kind of spoiled when you think about that. I know it's spoiled for a lot of people that enjoyed this movie as well. So not that I won't ever watch the movie, because I like the movie. I'm going to watch it. But it's not something a lot of people want to talk about, which is unfortunate because the movie is actually pretty good. It's actually very good. I enjoyed it as a kid. Grew up with it, and I didn't even know about this until recently as an adult. Pacing is okay. I wouldn't necessarily call the pacing a negative. I just feel like sometimes, again, like the characters just standing and staring when something's happening sometimes can feel a little bit off throughout the movie. So I think that could have been done differently. And then, like I said, one of my positives was I like the sort of hopeless ending. But I also feel like there could have been something in the movie to give the characters a little bit of hope, because there's just a lot of them kind of running, no solution. They found out about the creeper, but they don't know any way to stop him. And I feel like if there had been something that they could have found or tried to stop him, give a little bit of hope, even if they were going to have that negative ending, which I did really like the ending where the brother got taken anyways. Still, if they would have given us just a tiny bit of hope, I feel like that would have added something to the movie. That's just something personal. Maybe that's just like a me thing. But I feel like that could be kind of negative. It was a little bit too hopeless. Maybe some sort of solution. Even if the movie was going to end like it did, which I think the ending is great, a little bit of hope. Tiny bit. Overall, you guys, I really love this movie. Actually, I like it a lot. Not a perfect movie. Not the most genius or the most revolutionary. Not at all, far from it. But I think it brought something fresh to horror in its time. And overall, I think this movie is pretty good. If you've never seen it, definitely check it out. And unfortunately, because of the director, a lot of people won't. But I still think it's a movie worth watching. Okay, so what will be my grade for this movie? I think I would give this one a B+. I think it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I grew up with it. And I still think it's worth watching. So thank you guys so much for watching this review. That's pretty much it for today. Definitely think about hitting the subscribe button down below. Like I said, I have a lot of videos like this, reviews, first time watching movies. So if you like that, definitely think about sticking around, and hit the like button as well. It's free. It's right there. And it also helps out, on the channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will check you out in the next video. Stay safe. Adios.